and singing. It was remarkable. Before I left to Jamaica back in 1971, in the early 70s, I remember listening to the radio and hearing the song, Hurry Up. And heard about her, and I met her. I thought I met a celebrity. I was rather enthralled by having met her. And the other thing that also intrigued me about Bishop Higgins was his ability with the guitar. He used to be one of our main musicians back in those days. And so I am not surprised that this church has great singers. And I'm not surprised that this church has great musicians. And I wondered back then, when Evangelist Higgins came to me in 1972 when Bishop Brett came to the United States. And she took me aside and she said, "This is my son, my only son," she says. "Please be his friend." She wanted to befriend him, and I think it's been working since 1972. We have never had a falling out. We are just friends. But I wondered about back in the 1970s when your pastor and my husband, or vice versa, whichever it was, left the United States to come back. I couldn't understand why everybody else was seeking to stay there illegally if necessary, but they were rushing to come back to Whitehouse. So what is it about Whitehouse that caused them to be so antsy and they can't stay there? I understood when I came here the first time, some years ago, why they had to come back. Because on this part of ground, there are some folks who love God. And I see where the Spirit of God is there, no doubt. But there is an aura of Evangelist Higgins in this place. There is an aura of this place. I felt it tonight as I observed these young people sing. I said, there is something that was deposited in this place. We call it legacy. That word is thrown around perhaps ad nauseum, particularly at funeral. Legacy. But if I may borrow from that popular word and say there is something here that was left. And I'm happy to have experienced it tonight. I was looking at your timeline. I'm impressed. 50 years plus, I think 51 years. God has done great things. Brethren, when I took all diligence to come and to speak unto you tonight, I had one thing in mind, but having heard a particular song, I will give all diligence to speak to you about something else and to encourage your heart. Young lady who sang the Stone Hue Competition. Young lady who sang. If you would just sing that for me one more time, that bless my heart in no small way. Can I do this? Amen. Do it again. And Mr. Musician, get back on your music business here. You can relax. But am I missing her? You can relax. But sing that for me again. That song took me somewhere. It really did. So do it for me. I'm looking for Bishop Brett to come in. He's been on his way from St. Catherine all afternoon. And I'm really glad to come on.
Like a stone that I sat down from